Good afternoon, grade 3. How are you? I wish you are okay and everything's going well. Today we are going to speak about a new unit, but before the session starts, please bring a bottle of water beside you to drink while you are watching the video and listening to the session. I missed you a lot, a lot, a lot. I want to see you again in the class. Here is your English Social Studies teacher, Mrs. Dina Yehia from Al Husam International School. Let's start. Um, yes, so we are starting. Today we are going to speak about communities. It's somehow interesting. The first communities, the initial people that appeared in America. By the end of this lesson, we will be able to define language, oral history, and shelter. The first people, who were the first people in North America? Let's move. Here, if you see, you will see some pictures. I try to bring you some pictures to send a message in a proper way. Native Americans are the first communities in North America. Those people were known by American Indians. Those people, they lived in groups or in tribes. When you live in a group, before it was called a tribe. People in tribes share the same land, same lifestyle. So those people, as I told you, they were the Native Americans or American Indians. So now, American Indians, they are the same as Native Americans. Welcome, Faris. They lived, as I told you, they lived in tribes, okay? Groups, as you see down in the down picture here, you will find that people, they are gathering around the horse, they eat together and play together, speak together and something like that. So those people, this is a tribe. Those in tribe live in the same land and they have the same lifestyle. What does lifestyle mean? Lifestyle means they eat, drink, sleep, and something like that in the same way. Clear? Any question in this part before we jump? Okay, so now we have Native Americans, American Indians, the initial or the first people in communities. What's language? What do you think language means? A language is a set of words used to communicate. I put, for example, hello. So it's words or letters beside each others to say one word that leads to communication, means hi. So language is a set of words used to communicate. Each Native American group had its own culture and language. Each group or each tribe or some of people that are together, they share same culture, same language, and same lifestyle. Clear? No written language is used. They do not have any documentation for their for their language. They don't have any documentation for their language. They just speak. So, who can tell me what's a language? Who can tell me? My picture is in the middle, so let it here. Who can tell me what's language? Omar? Omar,
Yes.
what's language?
Yes. Language.
Omar,
Yes.
what's language?
I think. I think.
You think? I say it's not to think. It's a group of words used to communicate, or a set of words used to communicate. So, what's language?
A group of words not communicate.
Used to communicate. Yes, thank you. Jana, tell me, Jana,
Yes,
what's language?
language is um the like
Not
every
not
one.
the. It's not the. It's the.
The language is when every um country have its
Okay, each country has its own language, but what's language itself? Words to communicate, group of words to communicate. It's what?
group of words to complicate
Communicate.
communicate.
Yes, communicate. Thank you, Juju. Faris, tell me, Faris. Faris,
Yes.
what's
Yes.
language?
What's language?
Yes.
A set of words used to communicate.
Can you raise your voice, Faris? I cannot hear you well.
A set of words used to communicate. It's
Okay,
Native
it's
American group.
okay. It's correct, but please try to higher your voice, please, because your voice is very, very low. Thank you. Now we can move to the other point after defining language. We want to see what's language. After a language, this is the Native Americans or American Indians, the one in the picture. You see how they look. They have something at the top here. And also, do you see where they put babies? Do you see the baby cot? Today we have a carry cot for the baby, but you see for the Native Americans, what are they, where they put their babies? It's very interesting. Yes, who's raising hands? Tell me. Omar again. Tell me, Omar, what's your question?
About what?
You still raising hand.
This. I
Okay, Omar.
think it's better for kids.
What? Okay, Omar, I hear. Okay, thank you. Now we will speak about the oral history. Now we agree together that people, Native Americans or American Indians, those people do not have any written documentation. And they have or they share the same culture, the same lifestyle, and the same language. Okay? This is what I call the language, the set of groups or a group of words to communicate. Okay, this is very clear. Okay, now let's move. What's oral history? Can a history be oral? Yes. If you go to your grandma or grandpa, for example, he will tell you some stories about your family that is not documented. Try to go to your grandma or grandpa and try to tell them, for example, ask about your uncle or your aunt or your auntie. Just tell them what's going on or what happened with X or Y. She will tell you. This is an oral history, the history of your family that is not documented in paper, which is known by spoken history. Spoken history is came is come from the people, old family member people like grandpas and grandmas. People learn from these stories so many things about Native Americans and American Indians. So now we agree that oral history is a spoken history told by elder people or old family members. Great. Okay. Any question in this part? Okay. Let's move to where those people live. Native Americans. Do you think they have houses as we have? Of course, no. Do you think they have the same places we have? Of course, no. Do you know? Do you think that their houses look like ours nowadays? Of course, no. So, what's a shelter? Look here at this picture. You will find a shelter. A shelter is a home or a building protecting people from weather. Those people do not have what you have today. They only have wood or something like the bricks that is for building houses. So a house for Native American is like the one in the picture, like that. So a shelter is a home or a building to protect them from weather, to protect them from weather. Okay, let's move to the other point. Why Native Americans they differ? Why Native Americans differ from one place to another? What's this? Native Americans differ according to the place they are in. If I am living near a river, this will be the same that I'm living in a land? Of course, no. If I am living in a field, the same like I'm living in the land? Of course, no. So different places, different according to different places, according to different natural resources, according to eating food. So people who eat meat, they live here. People who eat from the goat or something like that, they eat here. People who eat rice and rice and flour here. According to wearing different clothes. Some people, they used to wear skirts and something like ash skirts, so like that. Live in different shelters. They can either live in wood or in mud shelters. Mud in dry climate. Mud means in the dry climate means with no rain. Dry climate means no rain. In a forest where there can be rain, they make their shelters or their houses from logs or wood. They make their houses from logs. Let me ask, who can tell me what's the shelters or the houses of the Native Americans made of? Who can tell me? Who can tell me? Faris, can you tell me? Faris, can you tell me what's the
Yes.
shelters made of?
Wood.
Wood and what? Wood it's available in forest or in dry climate?
In forest.
Forest. Thank you, Faris. Thank you. Good boy. Okay, Ziad. Ziad.
Yes.
Ziad, tell me, what's a shelter?
The place to protect
I cannot
from
hear you
weather.
well. Raise your
At
voice.
least to protect from weather.
It's what?
A place people can live to protect from weather.
Excellent, excellent, Ziad. Excellent, good boy. Okay, who can tell me how Native Americans differ from others? Who can tell me? I can ask Amira. Amira Osama, tell me how Native Americans differ from others. Through what? Through what? I will help you. Through food, clothes, shelters, and according to the natural resources. According to?
Natural resources.
And what else?
Clothes and cell and
food, clothes,
food.
shelters, natural resources, and different what? Place and different places.
And different places.
Yes, raise your voice. Raise your voice. Okay, thank you, dear. Thank you very, very much, Miro. Okay, so now we agreed together that the initial people in America or North America, those people were called, who can tell me? The initial people. Who can tell me? The first people in North America, they were? I can ask Muhannad. Muhannad. Yeah, Muhannad. Why your mic is not opening? Yeah, Muhannad. Okay, let's go to who didn't answer today? Omar Abdel Wahab. Omar?
Abdul Wahid. Yes.
Sorry?
What?
I cannot hear you. What you say?
Abdul Wahid.
I'm sorry, Abdel Wahid. Okay, Omar. Tell me,
Yes.
Omar, who were the initial people in North America?
North America. North American.
Yes, they were called what? American what? American.
Shelters.
No, American Indians. Shelter what, ya habibi? No. The initial people, the first people in America, they were called Native Americans, all American Indians. They were called what?
Indians.
American Indians. Okay, طب Omar, tell me, those American Indians live in what?
Live in home.
Home. These homes are called what?
Shelter.
Thank you. Thank you, Omar. Good boy. Okay, so
Thank you.
as we agreed today to warm up what we have taken today, we have agreed that the initial people or the first people we have in America was American Indians or Native Americans, the same. Those people, they have the same language. What's the language? Language is a group or a set of words to communicate to each other. Those people, they share same culture, same language, same lifestyle. A Native American can differ from one another according to natural resources, places they live in, shelters, clothes, and food. What are shelters? I have two types of shelters, wood and mud. The wood ones are in forest, while the mud is found in the dry climate. Dry climate without the dry climate is without rain. Any questions? Do you have any questions? Okay, let's move to your homeworks. This is your homework. Define shelter and language. Same as before. Please send me your answers on Edmodo a day before the session. Okay, clear? What's a shelter and what's a language? I would like to thank all of you for your attendance. Thank you very much. And also to submit your homework. It's very nice from you. I appreciate this a lot. Before we go, we should watch this video. Okay, thank you very much for your time. Please don't forget to wash your hands, wipe your nose, and drink water as much as you can. Please keep safe, stay at home. God keeps you safe to all your families, to all your friends, and for your beloved school, Husam International School. Thank you a lot for your attendance. Hope to see you soon as much as we can. Happy Easter, happy Ramadan. Hope to see you soon. Stay safe, stay at home. Thank you. Bye bye.